So, good evening and welcome to Monday Night Tour as we're starting off with the Group A here at round 2 at Spa-Francorchamps. And everyone has the same car tonight. Everyone in the BMWs, and it is raining like you wouldn't believe. Makes things even more interesting. The earlier you get out, the better the run you're going to get, because the rain will just keep forming on the track and it'll get worse and worse as the session goes on. But as I said, in the BMWs this week, some people like them, some people don't, some people just don't really care about them. I mean, as we're watching RDJ here, there's Tim78. He did drive this before, so he's got a little experience in it, but maybe not as much as he'd like in the rain. So he does a bit of a stop and go there at the top of Radion. But let's go through the current championship order. Obviously, NGR Omega 1984, a brilliant start to his title campaign. Where are you, sir? That's Fraser. Must be up here then. That's Tim. There he is. Brilliant start to his campaign for defending champion. A win. Didn't put on pole, didn't take fastest lap, just solidly took the win in his Audi. He was followed in by RS Jim, who's there not qualifying in the moment for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Jack Team 53, oh there goes Jim, just coming out of the garage. Jack Team 53 Synopsis got a third place last time, very surprised, obviously helped by Scooby's penalties in the end. Speaking of Scooby, who is that one there? He lines up 4th at the moment. Let's go on board with Omega for a lap here. Let's get out of the wet. So we come down to La Source. A little hairpin there. Then down to the famous sweepers. Now you got to make, as you're coming down to here, you got to go careful with the wall. Let's go through a Rouge, because the wall on the right hand side has interesting hitboxes, and you go through Radion at the top of a Rouge. All the way down the Camel Straight into the hairpin here. Through this right-hander as you go down to Bruels. Through Bruels and into the corner with no name. A little bit wide there, but gets away with it. Down to Pouon. Spreading a little bit wide through Pouon, but gets it back on circuit. Nice job. Down to Lafania. Very long chicane. Oh, and he's caught the pedal on the inside. That's formed. And someone else has joined him as well. And someone else getting loose, and another one getting loose on the inside puddles. So we'll stay on board with Omega just for continuity. We go down into this right-hander called Campus. Then to Stavelot, which in dry conditions is normally pretty much flat. Definitely not in this case. Down the Corbeport Frere. And up towards Blanchimont. And I'm almost certain this will, yeah, definitely not flat. Don't take the curb with the standing water. Up towards the bus stop chicane. So the second part takes a wide line, try and square it off, goes a bit wider out. And up to the line we come. Actually not a lap time at all really, that for Omega. So there's Jamie for 30. He's currently starting second with a 2:46.0. Back to the tables. For some reason we've gone to Tim and Jamie, something's gone really weird there. Back to the tables. Obviously Scooby G in 4th. Jamie for 30, as we're watching here, is in 5th with 12 points. Edu. Who is he here? There's RDJ. Down here then. There's Edu there. He is 6th place. Obviously he took pole position, so an extra point for that. Whitford 0. There he is, currently in 5th there. He's 7th. Now he has had previous experience. The BMWs is where he took his maiden victory in Group A last season at Rouen Le Assart. On his debut as well, for good measure. Slidergas is currently in 8th. Royston is in 9th. That's Tim off, I think that's at the top of Radion. Royston 9th. Then we had Shockshaft in 10th. Just going through the corner with no name. Then Cam123 Diz. Getting a bit wide onto the apron there. He ended up 11th in his Mercedes. Fraser, who's currently 3rd at the moment, is 12th because he had a really... Oh, and he's in the wall as well for good measure at Lafania. He had a bad race with his Nissan last time. He did get fastest lap as there it goes... I believe Mirago Slide. Yes, it is. So the driver's not in their usual cars. Obviously all in the BMWs. So Fraser 12th. Ginge, who's not here tonight, he ended up 13th, so he's going to lose more points because a lot of the drivers are here tonight. Mirago Slide is 14th. Envoy Extreme, who is also not here tonight, is 15th, and Tim, where is he? There he is, on his way out. He was 16th because he retired, so he has no points. So, back to the action then. Currently, I think the Scooby G has set the fastest lap so far with a 243.944. That is followed by Jamie for 30's attempt of a 246.043. Fraser 3rd with a 247.2. There's Cam123 Diz as well with a 47.6. Edu with 47.9, as has Shockshaft, who is going back to the pits. RS Jim of 48.8 in his BMW. Whitford with a 49.0 puts him 8. Jack with a 49.080. Just behind Whitford in 9th. No lights as well there, Jack. One high Mofo. No, I think this has gone interesting again. Yes, it has. I think... What are you doing, you stupid game? One high Mofo. I don't think it likes it going up through Radion. One high Mofo is in 10th with a 49.5. Slidergas with a 49.6 in 11th. RDJ has a 50.4 in 12th. Mirago Slide has a 51.5 in 13th. AJR Tim has a 57.4 in 14th. With a Royston a 3 minutes and 1.5. Omega yet to set a time, so he's gonna really have to get on with it. There he is, coming into Pouhon. Now he's got to go really careful now because the puddles on the inside of the corners are forming So it's not going to be easy to avoid him, and the race could be even worse for the drivers. Obviously, as they go through the race, the puddles get bigger and bigger. And it looks like Omega's caught one again on the inside of Lafania on the right-hand part. Luckily, just about caught it in time. Down towards Campus and Stavelot. Well off the throttle going through Stavelot there. Through Cor Porfrere and up towards Blanchimont we come. Through Blanchimont and up towards the bus stop chicane for Omega, the defending champion. Under the gun a bit, having to produce a lap time out of nowhere in the last 5 minutes of the qualifying session. In the number 9 car. Has to take it really widely. You see the puddle on the inside of there. At the exit of the bus stop. Up across the line. And he just starts his next lap. Let's follow him through. So as we go through La Source. Up through Radion. Oh, and it is through Radion. That is a real... No, go back. Come on. Thank you. So it doesn't like Radion. That's going to be a pain in the race. Omega now comes down to Lacombe after the Camel Straight. Then through Malmedy. Then to Bruel. Through the corner with no name. Up towards Pouant. Double left-hander. Down towards Campus. Not Campus, sorry, we're going through Lafania first. Now towards Campus, and he's lost the back end. Lost again, he's spun across the circuit. The defending champion is not liking these conditions in this car. And that is someone else behind him. I don't know who that is. That's Mirgo Slide. So Jim is not Whitford. Oh, frick me. That's Jack spinning at the chicane. I'm trying to work out who on earth is who. I'm going to go Slider Gas. Oh, that goes Edu. That's Stavelot. So he's the one that went massively wide at Stavelot. There's Jimmy for 30. Currently sat in a nice second place now. We're not expecting any quicker lap times at the moment because of the worsening conditions here at Spa. As far as I'm aware, it's not meant to get any better, but whether he finished qualifying there, I mean, that's a hell of a time for Scooby. He's a whole 2 seconds quicker than anyone in the field. Omega's time, a 3:07.4. I think he's gone in. I think he crossed the line with just about enough time to have another crack at the whip. The shock shaft across the line. Jamie for 30 comes into the bus stop chicane for his final time for the qualifying session. And that's someone who spun. He knows he's on camera, doesn't he? Couldn't roll it this time. Back to the defending champion, who's having all sorts of issues if you just joined us tonight. He is in all sorts at the moment with his car. And through Bruel and the corner of no name. To poo on then. Omega has to get this right. Evening, Taylor. How are you, bud? So you watch Omega now through Lafania. This is the corner he's constantly getting wrong at the moment. He's got through it a little bit slidey, but nothing too bad as someone in the background spins around. 3 campers up towards Stavelot. This looks like a much better lap here from Omega. Up towards Courbe de Frere and Blanchimont. He comes. Through Blanchimont up towards the chicane. Oh, and he spun it at the final chicane. Has he? No, he's held it. No, he spun it. No, he's managed to hold on to it. It's going to ruin the time he had, but what can he set? Can he get any higher than that 16th place? He puts it 14th. The defending champion only qualifies 14th place on the grid. That is a surprise, but Scooby, a fantastic result from him. 2 seconds quicker than anyone in his number 59 BMW. So, to recap qualifying, Scooby G does take pole position with a 2:43.944. Jamie F30 is in second, followed by Cam123 Diz, RSGM77, Fraser, Edu, Shockshaft, Jack TM53 Synopsis in 8th, Slider Gas, 1 High Mofo, Whitford 0, Miracle Slide, RDJ, Omega is in 14th, Tim 15th, and Royston 16th. A very spread grid, but what can the defending champion do from only 14th place on the grid? So we sync up then, and for the second time in the Group A's, we are green, and that is a hell of a start from Cam123Ds. He's looking up the inside of the leader, Scooby G now into La Source. Can't quite do it. Can Jamie F30 keep it around the outside as we head down the hill? Come up to Eau Rouge for the first time of 10. Everyone single file. Has anyone had any big losses? Royston, there's Tim, there's RDJ. That is someone in. That is Whitford 0 around at Eau Rouge. Nearly got to Radion. And oh, and that's a big accident in the background. Who is that? Omega 15th. So I think Edu, 1 High Mofo and Shockshaft obviously had an incident coming down the Camel Straight, resulting in a bit of a collision there. So the camera's really playing up at the moment around Spa through Radion. Scooby G comes through the corner with no name. Cam 123 Deers follows behind. Jen, Jamie, then Jim, Fraser. Jack is up to 6th. A good start by him. Slider Gas is in 7th. RDJ is in 8th. Royston 9th. A hell of a start from Royston. Last on the grid. There's Tim. There's Mirago Slide. Whitford. There is the defending champion. He's only made up 1 place from the start. As he enters Pouant for the first time. Edu. Running a bit wide through Pouant. He's going to go off the circuit. And he's going to be followed by Shockshaft. He keeps it pinned, although I assume potential penalty coming his way. He's kept his place from One High Mofo. And he's down the inside now of... That is Tim. Tim has conceded the place now to Edu. Good move. Good move from Edu. As we have a look now at Omega, go on board with him as you go through Stavelot. A hell of a run on Mirago Slide now for 11th place. Through Cour de Frere. Doesn't want to fancy it through Blanchimont. I do not blame him. As we head up to it. Through Blanchimont. Runs onto the curve, down towards the bus stop chicane. He's later on the brakes. He's much later on the brakes. Can't do anything with it though. He's lucky to use the inside curb at the moment. That will get worse through the race. Back at the front though, and Jamie's lost a place to RS Jim. He's lost a lot of ground as well. Up through Eau Rouge and towards Radion. I'm expecting a problem here. Yep, there we go. This game is annoying. You can hear them. There we go. Do apologise for Project Cars 2 cameramen. Not liking the weather. Jamie comes through Lacombe in 4th. He does have Fraser right behind him. And Jack is in 6th at the moment. Have a look. I'm interested in this. This is the view for Scooby. Not a bad view that for Cam. But behind Cam, you're going to have RS Jim, and this is a view Jim gets if he uses cockpit view. Admittedly, not as bad as it would seem, but still not easy. So we go through Pouant for the second time of 10. Let's have a look. Let's check back in. Our defending champion in 12th. Edu's got past Omega. Was Edu already ahead of him? I don't think Edu is ahead of Omega. And there's Mirago Slide right in front of them. So Omega really having a bad race here. Bad race for this for our local Kimi Räikkönen. Continue to watch Mirago Slide. As that is Edu running a bit wide through Pouant. And now Omega sniffs a chance as we come up towards Stavelot. Through Stavelot and up towards Cour de Frere. Through Cour de Frere and now towards Blanchimont. And Edu runs wide through Blanchimont, keeps it pinned. Now Omega still has work to do here. Jim is still right behind Cam at the moment as we go through La Source. Scooby is 2 seconds up the road, and RS Jim glancing down the inside as he on the run down to Eau Rouge. Still having a look at the inside of Eau Rouge. You're a very brave man if you try around there. A little bit of cutback from Cam. God. I think. There we go. I think if we're going to follow the car through a rouge, we're going to have to go on board. Back to trackside. And so Jim now going down up to Lacombe. Into Lacombe they come, and Jim almost had a look, couldn't quite get it done though. And as suspected, Cam does have a penalty now. 1 second penalty added on to Cam's time then. Into Bruel. Have a look who else is battling on track. Fraser right on the back of Jamie, F430. Down to Pouan they come. There's the nice thing with Pouan, you can take multiple lines through it and they'll still be quick. And down to Lafania. Fraser later on the brakes through into Lafania. Towards campus we come. Who else is in a battle? There's RDJ. He's got Whitford gradually closing in on him, although I say gradually, about 1.4 the last lap. And behind that we have Edu, and has got past Miro Slide, so Miro is looking to maybe get back past the Spaniard. And he's got to go careful because Omega has looking like he's going down the inside of Stavelot. He does. Can he get that move made? Yes, that is completed before Cour de Frere. So now he's free to go after Edu. Through the left-hander, which leads towards Blanchimont. Third time of 10. And into the bus stop chicane. Omega feeling the need to defend here from Miro Slide. I'm amazed there isn't any standing water yet on the inside of that of the left-hand part of the bus stop. Orange Jim has now got past Cam 123 Deers. For second place, obviously Cam had a penalty anyway. Up through Radion. Go on board with Jim for a quick second. No, still doesn't like it. On the bumper of Jim. Now it likes it as we go down the Kemmel Straight, but behind. That's Fraser. Oh, and he's taken a lot of distance out of Jamie F430. A little bit too much distance instead. Catches the back of Jamie, spins around himself, and he's now lost the place to Jack TM53 Synopsis, who was hoping for a top 5 in this race, and he's now in that top 5. These wet conditions really catching drivers out at the moment. There's RDJ, who is gradually catching Slider Gas, who's gradually being caught by Whitford, who will be now getting caught by Edu. In fact, Edu is on Whitford. Where is Omega? Omega's dropped a lot of time to Edu. He's dropped about 2.2 seconds. He dropped 1.2 alone on the last lap. Remember, this is your defending champion and current championship leader after round 1, Omega. Not how you envisioned. And now RS Jim is under attack from Cam as we come into campus. Cam round the outside of campus. That is going to be an impressive move. Through Stavelot, he's not going to get it completed. He can't quite keep the overlap either as we go up towards Cour de Frere. Jim feeling the need to defend through Blanchimont, and that is the reason why Cam is round the outside, going round the outside of Blanchimont. A phenomenal move so far from Cam. Can he finish it off into the bus stop chicane? And can Jamie take any advantage? Very late on the brakes from Jim. He's got it in. Has he compromised the exit though? Cam can't get past him, so a phenomenal bit of defending that from Jim. Really late on the brakes, trusting the car. That might be the reason why though. Jim is using ABS by the seams of it. Cam isn't, as Cam looks to go down the inside. He's not quite going to do it. On board with Cam as we come down to Eau Rouge for the 5th time. Scooby's already gone. He's 5.5 up the road. Through Eau Rouge we come. Into Radion. That's a brilliant run from Cam. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. Up to Lecombe. Who's going to be brave? Cam trying to go around the outside again. He'll have the inside for the second part of Lecombe though. Can he keep it there for Malmedy? Jim still on the inside for Malmedy. That is brilliant driving from both. And now Cam looking for a switch back out of Malmedy into Bruel. Jim again really late on the brakes, using a wide line. Cam still down the inside, a little bit of rubbing here in the Group A Taurus. Through the corner of no name, still side by side with these two. On board with Jamie FL30 then. Into Pouon, and Cam finally gets the move done, but Jamie now having a good look at RS Jim. Remember, Cam has a 1 second penalty minimum. Has he got another one for that bit through Radion? No, he doesn't. So only 1 second for Cam. But this could really mess with RS Jim, because Jamie and RS Jim will battle it out. And if they're still within a second of Cam, could cost RS Jim second place. As things settle out right now. Jim still on the back there of Cam as we come up towards Corp de Frere. Through the left-hander and up towards Blanchimont. Still nose to tail between Cam and Jim. Up to the bus stop chicane. Will Cam definitely defends? Jim has to back out of it. He's forced Cam wide, and Jim will retake second place on track. A brilliant move from Jim, forcing the error from Cam. And that was the result, and now behind, Jamie is now looking to take advantage into La Source. Can't quite get there though. On the bumper then of Jamie FL30. Up towards Eau Rouge and Radion. Jamie just not as confident, and there comes Cam again down the Kemmel Straight. A really good run, and he's got that done before Lecombe. But here comes Jamie. He's made it 3 wide as they come up towards Lecombe for the 6th time of 10. 3 wide in the BMWs. Jamie hangs around the outside of Lecombe against Cam. Can he keep it there from Malmedy? No, he won't. He will have a look to go down the inside, and Cam, very wise, immediately gets the inside so he can defend that position. But Jamie around the outside now of Bruel. This has worked before, up towards the corner of no name. They're still side by side. Towards Pouon they come. This has been a fantastic battle, and now Fraser behind, who's got past Jack, will be closing in on them through Pouon. And Cam manages to get the car in front. I believe that's Edu has now got a penalty as well. Into Lafania. Through Lafania, and all is calm until Jamie looks. Will he have a look into Campus? No, he won't. He's going to keep it behind Cam as we go up towards Stavelot. And through Corps de Frere. So So going through Blanchimont, there's RDJ, who has... Whitford has got past him. Omega is right behind him though. And that's Mirogoslide not too far behind. But back to that battle for second. I think one high mofo just got past Edu there. The gap now half a second. Can Jamie behind? He has closed the gap into the bus stop. You can see a little puddle forming now on the inside of the left-hander. And that is Fraser behind, having a good look at Jim for his 4th position there. Down to La Source for the 7th time. This is quite an incredible battle between these two cars. Jamie was down the inside at La Source. He couldn't keep it though, and Cam 123 Days keeps hold of second as they come up towards Eau Rouge. Now we know Cam is fast through Radion. There's RDJ, there's Omega. That's Edu. Where is Edu going? I think Edu's going into the pits. But I don't really know why. Looks like he's just parking up. Very weird, very strange happenings there for Edu. And Omega has lost his place to Mirogoslide, who moves up into the top 10. Who's currently last? There's Tim. Tim's still running. Good for Tim. Omega now looking down the inside of Mirogoslide into Bruel. Not going to work though. The number 9 car really struggling around here. Yellow flags up to the bus stop chicane. Whether they'll adhere to that is a different story. I'm guessing a very big penalty for... oh, there's only 1 second penalty for Edu, so I don't really know what's happened to him. But RS Jim has gone for a wander down to 8th place, and now he's in the company of RDJ, Mirogoslide, and Omega. So what happened? I think Jim may have just got no lights on at the moment, so I don't know what happened. Maybe just catching a puddle on the inside. Back to 2nd place, and Cam 123 Days is starting to create a little bit of a gap over Jamie FL30. 6/10 currently. Into the bus stop. Oh, and Jamie really squaring up the final bit of the corner. Jack has found himself back in the top 5. Slider Gas has quietly been sitting in 6th. Very good job at the moment, but he has got Whitford on his tail. Up towards La Source for lap number 8. This has been constant battling for the BMWs in the Group A. Taurus, obviously this week a fixed car. Couldn't choose anything other than a BMW. We've got a slightly tighter line into La Source. Down to Eau Rouge, where we're having camera issues at the top of Radion. Down the Camel Straight we come. Can Whitford complete a move? Does he's going to be too far behind going into Lecombe? Can he force an error? Doesn't look like it at the moment. RS Jim now down in 9th, so he's been passed by RDJ. And that's Omega with a penalty. Omega 1 second penalty. Not how you would have wanted that then. And he's way off the back now of Jim Mirogoslide. He's about 5 seconds behind. So So that's not gone well. Back to the battle for second place at the moment, and still stalemate between Cam and Jamie. This has been really impressive from the guys tonight. Really good to watch. I hope, if you're watching this, I do hope you are enjoying this, because it has been constant battling from lap 1. If you have only just joined us, the championship leader and defending champion Omega qualified in 14th and is currently running in 11th. He's not had a good night of it at the moment. There's come through Blanchimont and up towards the bus stop chicane. I think Cam is just eking out enough at the moment that Jamie is no longer a threat. Brilliant stuff then. Through the source. Let's have a look back through any of the battles you got. Here comes RS Jim. He's got back past Miracle Slide, so he's back into 8th. So good stuff from him. And Whitford has got past Slider Gas, so he's now up into the top 6. Good stuff from him. There's Miracle Slide. RDJ is actually behind Miracle Slide as well now. So maybe a mistake from RDJ. Let's get on board quickly. Quick cam from Miracle Slide. That's what you can see. Can't see anything through Radion. Is when does it like it? Go through Camel and down the Camel Straight we go for the 9th time of 10. Still line astern. We haven't seen much of him yet, but the leader is Scooby G, if you are wondering. He has pretty much gone off the start line, got in the lead, driven away. Just minding his own business. He doesn't like the rear-wheel drive cars, Scooby, and he's always a strong favourite when you come to rear-wheel drive in the Group A category. I mean, he won Group A's with his Ford Sierra. Cosy, that's how good he is in this category. It's nice to see the BMWs back, though. Obviously, none of them having chosen for the free make series, for the free make races at all. So not very good. So we head towards Cour de Frères and Blanchimont for the 9th time. You can hear Scooby going through the bus stop chicane. It's Cam 123Ds. Goes through. Up to La Source then for the final time of this race. And Jamie has really reeled Cam back in for a final attack. Maybe conserving a bit of tyre wear. Making sure he had a bit of tyres at the end. Let's get on board. Cam 123Ds. There's Jamie, and behind him is Fraser. Now remember, Jamie doesn't actually have to overtake Cam. Cam has a 1 second penalty. As long as Jamie finishes within 1 second, he has got second place. And that'll be frustrating for Cam. One very minor mistake costing him a place on the podium, or at least a better place on the podium. Through Lacombe, into Malmedy, and down to Bruel. Who else? Slider Gas is now getting caught by RS Jim. And where's Whitford gone? Whitford down in 10th, so he's an issue. Mingello. Don't know what that says to me, Mingello. I'm guessing that's meant to be like a fake Michelin livery. But behind, RSGM 77 is closing. Can he close enough though to launch an attack on Slider Gas 28? Looks like Tim coming to be lapped at the final stage there. Edu in the pits, in 16th. Really not having a good season in the Group A's at all at the moment. Up towards Lafania. Looks like second place will be camped until the line at the moment. We'll keep an eye on this battle, or chasing battle should we say, for RSGM until now, because we're going to swap to Scooby. He got on pole. He probably has the fastest lap. And he's been spectacular. Although he almost spins it coming out of the final corner of the final lap. But it will be Scooby G who takes the win here at Spa-Francorchamps in the BMW. Cam will just about fend off Jamie until the penalties come in. So Jamie will be in second place from Cam 123 Deers. Fraser will come home in fourth. Jack a cracking fifth. What he wanted for this race. Slider Gas 28 and RSGM. RSGM on the inside coming out of the final corner. I think he's having to let Slider Gas go. A slight tap. So Slider Gas will come home in sixth with RSGM 7th. Mirago Slider, fantastic 8th position there. RDJ in 9th. There's Whitford in 10th. Omega, a bad race for him in 11th. One high Mofo. It's going to cross the line in 12th. Shockshaft, he'll be in 13th. You already know Tim 15th. Edu is 16th. Cross the line, comes Shockshaft for 13th place. And finally, Royston, the number 30 machine, will be the final man to cross that line. Edu, I think, ended up retiring for some reason. Maybe went out the pits a bit too early. Through the final corner for Royston then. And he will complete in 14th place. Cross the line for him. So, the provisional results from Spa. Scooby G wins from Jamie FL30. Cam 123 Deers will be third. Fraser 4th. Jack 5th. Slider Gas is 6th. RS Jim is in 7th. Mirago Slide 8th. RDJ 9th. Whitford 10th. Omega, a bad race for him in 11th. One High Mofo will come home in 12th. Shockshaft 13th. Royston 14th. Tim 15th. And he do effectively 16th. Retired. So that was Spa for the Group 8. Fantastic bit of driving, great battles all around. Next round is at the Hockenheim National Circuit for these cars. A top 4 reverse grid. So the top 4 will be reversed, and at the back, I believe, for Hockenheim National. That's going to be an interesting one to see. So do join us next week for that. But next up, after the stream closes, will be the modern touring cars, again from Spa-Francorchamps. So please join us in 5-10 minutes for that round. For me, thank you for watching the Group A Tours. Have a good evening.